Hey everyone, welcome back. It's week 5 on the Jack Torrance build and week 4 on the Enterprise bridge. Great week. I spent a lot of time with Jack this week. You'll see I got the base where I really like it, where I'm really happy, and if you see me posting that. Also, I've got his head getting very close to being done, and his arms are now attached. And I will tell you guys, if you get this mold kit, you're going to have to play with the arms a little bit to get everything to match up right. But hey, it was fun. And then on the bridge, I took care of all the sanding and puttying on the console stations. Then I started painting, and I don't mean primer paint. I got paint down on the kit on the Enterprise this week. So yay, not a bad week. Also, guys, if my videos are sometimes shorter than, some of the ones I do, like last week I only did about an 18-minute video. Last week was basically, it was just a lot of painting and a lot of stuff that's not fun to show on camera because it takes a while. Cleaning up parts, sanding parts, painting, doing all that. So, like I said, I will post a video every week, and if I don't, I'll let you know why. But again, I will try to post a good video, even if it's not 25-30 minutes. So there's that, guys. But hey, I still love doing it. Also, hey, if you are new to my channel, click on the little subscribe button, click on the little bell, and you definitely will know every time I upload. And thank you to everybody. I really do appreciate it. We are now at 494. Only 6 away from 500. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Also, if you see me doing something in my build, or you go back to my videos and you see me do something that I explained but I didn't go really into depth that you might need, or you have a question about your kit, or you have a question about trying a technique, or hey Buck, can you walk me through something like this? Hey, email me at bucktimore@gmail.com or put it in the comments and I will get back to you. Also, in the comment section, I'm like, hey Buck, nice, way to go. Buck, okay, alright, it works. Not what I would have gone with, but it works. Or, Buck, really, man, you've been building this long and you did something like that? Seriously? I put in the comment section and I respond within 12 to 24 hours. So with that, guys, let's get to the bench. Hello, Wednesday, and back at it, yes. I did a little bit of work yesterday, but more I had to take care of things because it's still thawing. But what I did first was, after I made sure there was a good clear coat on the entire base after all the painting, I went with the top on the snow. I used my T.B.I Pentaline Accent Gray. I used that one, and I wiped that down, let it off. And then for here in the wood scene, I first went with the T.B.I Pentaline, the Accent Brown, and after that, I wiped it down. After that dried, I did one more clear coat, so I could go back in and use my black Pentaline Accent to help give some more depth into that. So hey, not bad. Just a little bit, but yeah, that's great. Also, a little bit yesterday, I started working on getting more of those nice stripes in on the flannel. So now, the fun thing is going to be, I tried dry brushing one time, and I went with a lot of dry brushing, but the problem with sometimes doing dry brushing, even though it's light, it'll start really covering up that detail, and I don't want it to do that. So either I got to start, getting the brush down more, or dry it off even more, or I do one of these. I'm going to take and best I can, I think I'm going to try to airbrush in here and try to get that blended that way. And that means I'm going to have to mask some of this off, or I'll just repaint it after I get that. Now, probably be easier is if I repaint this stuff right here on the inside. And then that way I can get a good good blend in there, and then I can take care of this again. That won't be hard. So that's the way I think I'm going to have to do is I'm going to load my airbrush, and I'm going to get that blended. And then once that gets going to the part to dry, I'm going to keep working on the bridge while things are hurry up and drying. So, alright guys, so I'm going to get at it. See you soon. Hey, Good Thursday afternoon, and yes, getting back at it. Now, first off, yeah, you guys remember I had all this painted and started up, and I just wasn't happy with how the flesh was coming out. So I stripped all the paint off, and I'm going to start over again. With that, that's why there's this, so I can get do better on the hands, get some more cleaned up that I didn't realize that I needed to, but yay! And then, yes, his Mr. Torrance's head, and then I also yesterday went ahead and got the body together, and the base is now done except for putting Jack on there. And so yeah, so my first goal right now, before I get to any more work on the bridge, is I want to get these guys ready, you know, get them painted up so I can start working on doing the flesh. So that's what I'm going to do, and I'll turn the camera back on. I have more to share. Hey guys, sorry for getting started so late, and yes, it is Friday, and a couple things I'm working on right now is I want to start getting some of the other little bits I can get done while I'm waiting on the surprise I'm going to do. And one of the first things I'm doing is I'm cleaning the chairs, getting all the, I've got them all separated from the sprue, but what I wanted to point out to you guys is this is an injection mark, and I like to get them cleaned up and filled up so it doesn't do that wave. So that's what I'm doing there. And as far as the consoles, the stations around, I'm still working on those, getting a little bit more putty in and get some sanding done. And then Mr. Jack Torrance is starting to get his face. So that's where I'm at right now, guys. Getting some of these little bits done while I'm waiting on certain paints to dry with Jack, and that way I can knock out a couple of things like I always try to, but then it always sometimes never happens. Alright guys, well, I'm gonna get back at it. Yes, there is chairs, guys. I'm starting to do a little bit of the detail work on the bridge, and I'm doing my best to get these all the right way. The only thing I really did is I measured the bottom, and then I'm just kind of eyeballing how close they go together, because I don't have anything that is 1/64 at all. Maybe, but not that small. So basically what I did, like I said, I measured out, and then I would definitely suggest guys getting one of these. These are sweet, and you'll see what I mean by that here in a second. So let's do this. What do I have? Okay, I'll go with this one. Get everything out of the way a little bit. No, that's not gonna. I'm trying to put my glue down so I don't have to use the bottle, and I am just trying to find if I have another really cool thing that I can use. Put that on. So, yeah. Alright. Well, heck. Yeah, here. This will be the easiest way. I'm just putting some tape down to put my CA on. Excuse me. I have a toothpick. I have my photo etch picker-upper and my glue. So what I did is basically I'm going to line up the center one first. That's going to be, for me, that's the most crazy one. And for me, sometimes to get it all centered upright, I have to set the chair down just a bit. And get the piece that I need. There we go. Make sure I have got it going in the right direction, and then I just kind of lean back and I'll place it on the kit piece. That means I just didn't put enough glue down. I thought I did, but I didn't, as you can see. Sometimes I don't put enough, and sometimes I put way too much, but that's alright. So, I'm going to look at it again. Just kind of make sure it looks centered to me. Then I'm going to grab my tweezers, and before this gets all dried down to that point, I want to make sure I get it moved into place. Sometimes it's easier said than done, especially with CA, because sometimes it just does not want to play nice. And just like that. And the reason is because I used so little so I could get it down and not overdo it. I ended up, when I was trying to do the thing, it just kind of got away from me. But that's okay. That's alright. We can do this. So, okay. Get you back up. Put you somewhere where it's not sticking on my finger. Which is going to, because, well, yeah, it's got CA on it. Alright, sorry guys, kind of running here. Alright, let's try this again. Okay, that's down. And do a little adjustment right here. And just a little bit more. And then make sure. And then I will put my thumb down. Might get a little C on it, but that's fine. And if it's not exact, guys, don't worry about that. I mean, I like I said, I've got as close as I can, and sometimes I can get really close, and sometimes I get dead on, and then sometimes it's like, okay, well, I messed that up, or I didn't do it that well enough. But again, I'll just come in with a little bit of CA, and find my piece. I line it up with the top to that top point and the bottom point to the bottom bar, and then I try to get it as close as I can, and then again I just use my tweezers, and actually that one just sit down right. Yay! Oh, at least one. And do this side. And again, do the same thing. Hopefully. Sometimes I gotta move around things a lot just to make sure I'm right where I want it to go. Come on now. Sometimes it's easy, and then sometimes it's like, what the heck is going on here? Yeah, it's loving me, I tell you. Okay. Okay, there it is. For what it's worth, there it is. So, I'm going to get back at it, guys. I'm not going to make you watch me fumble these. So, as I get more to share, I will definitely be turning the camera back on. So, I'll see you guys soon. Good morning, Saturday. And yes, it's morning, and I've been in here for about an hour or so, or maybe a little longer. Excuse me. First thing I did is I got the tape off and made sure everything looked good. And then I went back and did some spot putty to take care of those ejection marks. Then I got the legs painted or primered. But the next thing I want to do is I want to try to create that cloth up here, that back support, backrest, and yeah. But also this morning I've been working with Mr. Jack, getting things there, and yay, finally he has some hair color. And I'm still working with his hands. See if I can share that with you. So you see this, I wanted to really help show the veins. Just to give the highlight that they're there. And what I used was their hex lichen, if I say that right. So, yeah. So now Jack's got to finish painting or drying for a bit. And I'm going to let the putty on the chairs get dry. But I think I'm going to go ahead and get back to the consoles and get them ready for paint again after all the putting I did. And yeah, so that's fun. Yay! Alright guys, well, not much, but I'm still working, I promise. Alright, so I'll come back when I have more to share. Alright, like I said, I got the chairs puttied up, and then I was just doing a little bit of a test run with epoxy sculpt. I'm trying to create that cushion, and same for the seat. Probably going to have to build that up a little more and get that taken care of. But that's what I'm playing with right now. Once I get it figured out how I'm going to do it, I will share that with you. Also, dang phone. Also got the finish on Jack's hands, and as you can see, it's in there, but you can tell the veins are there, but they're not overpowering, just like, you know, a regular hand. So, yay! And gotten the stations primered, so I'm gonna double look at that again, and then get started on trying to get some more done, because I'd like to get the floor painted, and floor painting's the main goal. That way I can show something, and then I'm going to start also getting the railings and all the other stuff painted up so that I can actually see what's getting done this week. And like I said, I've gotten all these guys out. So, yeah. So there's going to be a bit of painting today, and hopefully Jack will be darn close. And so yeah, fun, right? Alright, well, I'm going to get back at it, guys. I'll be back when I have more to share. Alright, got a protective coat on Jack's head and hands, so I can protect that paint, and then I'll get doing more. But first thing I'm doing now, I'm doing it right now, is like I said, I'm starting work on the bridge. Now, I went to all online trying to find the best color for the bridge, because the instructions, oh, let's see here. Yeah, my paint thing's going. You get blue, aircraft, interior black, Russian market red. It's all testers. And so I went through the, you know, I did my thing, and I found this online. If it, come on, there we go. And it gives me a really good approximation on everything. So that's what I'm doing right now. So for the charcoal, I went with the German gray, because it's got that, it just looks charcoal-moreish to me. I don't know if that's actually a word, but, and yes, I would get everything put together like I did. It might be kind of a pain, but it's going to be easier. And then, I'm not worried about overspray on the top or anything here, because I can take care of that. I'm just wanting to go ahead and get the initial color down. And yes, I will be turning this thing all around. But just wanted to share what I'm doing. And now, if you can't, you know, I'd also come to the bottom, like I said, because there's no way just my top run's going to get everything. And switch around. But make sure, even though if you're just, when you're doing like painting like this, make sure you turn it too, because there's going to be some things you're not going to see. Look at that. And then, yes, I got to do the flight deck. So, yeah, it's fun. This is the fun part. I get to put paint down, but I wanted to share with you guys the color choice I'm using for the charcoal. So, I'm going to get everything painted up in these charcoal and give it a clear coat so I can work with it later and not scratch anything. But, yeah, so I'm going to go painting. See you guys soon. Alright, I'm still working on things for the bridge, and I almost made a drastic error. I can't believe I let myself do that. It started here for the railing. And I was like, oh yeah, and then I started seeing, I forgot, there's injection molds that I need to clear up and take care of. How could I forget that? I mean, come on. Gee whiz, buck. So, the easiest way, these are easy to know, but for like the stairs and stuff, to help get rid of that detail, and if you take it off the sprue to make it easier to work or whatever. But what I'm doing is I have small bags, and I have each of them labeled with the corresponding number to the step, so I don't miss track of them, because you know what's going to happen when I start sanding it. I'll forget I did that, and then I'll be like, okay, what's going on? So, and yeah, I should know by the step, but I just want to make sure. So this is going to help me remember that. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to get back at it. Hey, everybody. I'm painting, as you can see. So I wanted to tell you what I use German gray for, the charcoal. Then I'm going to use sky gray for right here and the other light grays, because this is calls for light gray, but we also know, even though that's light gray, it has a very bluish hint to it. I'll have to check it, but I don't know yet. I'll see. But again, all I did was, and then this for the dark gray on the flooring, I mixed sky gray and flat black to create the effect that I want. So now I'm just doing a little more touching up and make sure all my little spots are good to go. And yeah, not bad. So now I'm going to clean my brush and get this painted the sky gray, and we'll see how it all looks after, so I can get the masks off and see how everything looks. So let me get to it, guys, and I'll turn the camera back on when I have it done. Okay, the first rough pass is done, and I like the effect. I like that really a lot. So yay, there's paint now on the actual bridge. Actual paint, not primer, not this, but actual paint is now down on the bridge. Yay! Alright, well, I'm going to get back at it, guys. Alright, well, this is where I'm going to shut it down for this week. So we'll start with the Enterprise Bridge. So I did I mixed sky gray and Tamiya flat black to get the dark gray carpeting. Then I went with sky gray for the very light carpeting, and then I used German gray to create that charcoal effect on the borders. Yay. Then also this week I was able to get the finishing on Jack Torrance's base. And here's a surprise. Got the arms now in place, and going to take care of that. And then his head's not glued down yet, but yeah, that's just okay. There's something. Yeah, all right, that's Jack. But yeah, not too bad at all, guys. Let me get around here to the back side so you can see that. All right, well, with that, guys, have a great, awesome, and safe weekend. Have a great, awesome, and safe week next week, and I'll see you all back here on the bench.